it's a tough matchup. I think this is probably one of Boom's tougher matchups, just because of how well Polaris plays and not understanding.
A little bit cheeky there, but does back off, and well, so far Lelouch unable to find a jump in.
They've done a great job. FBZ though.
Oh, never mind. FBZ. He does come back in eventually. The rotations were quick, but it won't matter. First blood will go the way of Polaris, but now Lelouch is out of mana and out of step charges, which might mean he's just set to go down. Primal spring in from Tims. Chase down the Void Spirit. Do they have him though? Not quite. Lelouch. He gets into that tree line and does survive. So instead they'll have to take Mavis's life. But I think you'll be very satisfied with that if you are Polaris Esports.
Big kill to take on the offlane. The Vipers already had a very slow start. Going to be hard for FBZ to recover. And they don't really get the big kill cleared out really fast. They are getting some good work done on the top tier 1 here. Boom's just applying pressure. And
oh, nice tree cut. Very nice tree cut there from Force, but he's still in big trouble. Burrow Strike is there. It will not help the cause. Tornado is going to get the job done, but now Lelouch, he might be able to clean up. He wants Tims, and more importantly, he wants Yopaj. But can he find the Invoker? Aether Remnant not off cooldown, so Yopaj is going to be fine. In the meantime, though, FBZ also gets caught out on the Viper. That'll be a 2-for-1 trade in the favor of Polaris Esports. Or is it? Mavis. Yeah, moving back in. It's a high-risk, low-reward play, I think. Jonathan and Yopashi may have gone too far this time. He fires up, but Mavis is not going to drop. Oh, a very rare mistake here from Yopaj, but in the meantime, down a bot lane. Natsumi even going down on this Medusa. Still Jackie in a bit of trouble, but Skem gets him out. So who does it really favor in the end, John?
It still feels pretty big for Polaris. I mean, you are hurting a little bit more losing your Dusa, but she's not losing as much. You're setting up for a play down bot, though.
Yeah, Force. Again, being jumped on here by Tims, and with that rocket barrage, you're going to have absolutely no issue getting another kill for this gyrocopter. So 4-5. No, you certainly didn't, John. Polaris Esports, they might be dominant. Top lane. 3-man smoke up. Yopaj, he does not want to tank this gank right now. He'll go for the Ghost Walk, but they've got the Dust Down and they've got the control. Yopaj is gone. And he ends up tanking you in terms of farm. Just finds gold out of nowhere as Boom Esports still going with this 4 Protect 1. Do move in. A nice Tornado with the EMP out. This could be the team fight they've been looking for. However, Xavius, he's not really dying. Tims is the one to drop as FBZ is still trying to do with Mavis. And he gets him down eventually, but in the backside, Xavius is caught. Skem does drop to boot, but they've got Lelouch down on the Void Spirit, and they want more. They want Force in the Sand King, and they might just have him. Jackie's joined the team, and he's made it work. A double kill on the gyro. That's a one big team.
That kill, it's getting to come back from those swings. You are seeing that emphasis from mid now. Boom looking to just pressure the mid tier 1. Not much hold you can expect from Polaris. They don't have Epicenter, they don't have the Stone Gaze, so it's really just down to maybe Lelouch and Savius getting some good swaps off.
Structures are fortified.
Setting up, Polaris Esports are not willing to let this tier 1 mid tower fall. Not for free anyway. Mid guard Force, he's in. Who have they got there? It's going to be Jackie with the swap out. Jackie's gone. Immediately just deleted as Skem will follow. FBZ, he'll back off.
Haste.
But boy, oh boy, that was quick, John. Just one swap into a stun. And
but Tims isn't at the point where he's going ham on that monkey yet. He's had a slower start, Swell in his pause 4. Only has that Orb of Corrosion. They've been using the vision well, and they will go for a smoke play with Yopaj and FBZ. Gotta find something here.
Oh, Medusa is the target. Tims not going to be able to get in range for him, so instead they're trying to focus on the Force. Burrow Strike is there, but it should not help. This Force will eventually fall. And I think Boom Esports will rush back into that mid-tier 1 tower. No, never mind. The
Polaris, they don't even have vision in the area, so they don't expect it. I don't think they see this at all.
I think they scanned it out there, John, but it might be a matter of what you kind of said, with the Sand King's just not around to help you with this team fight. They won't bother trying.
But you have to be able to stop Boom from finding ways to come back in. Because Yopaj, FBZ, despite those slower starts, they're within 1k gold of Lelouch. He's your momentum set. They're ahead of Force, despite Force having a slightly better time in his bot lane. So you are seeing that comeback go through for these other cores on Boom.
They get Mavis down the bot side. Relocate there from Skem and Jackie. We'll get it done. Skem will take him right back towards that triangle. Worth lead, just not really moving though. Just 1k. group up though. Boom Esports, they may want to go. Ooh, four-man smoke. Jackie, he might just play the bait for the team in this mid lane. Xavius does have the swap ready if he wants to try and attempt this, but it might be too obvious the bait has been laid. Like Lelouch, he does break the smoke, does just dissimulate away. And Polaris Esports, they still want to hold on to this mid tier 1. Like swap is there, they found Tim's, not just blow him up. Ethereal Blade is already up and online for Lelouch.
It's overwhelmingly tanky. You only have Gyrocopter Diffusal. You're going to have to depend on Yopaj to get that Tornado EMP combo to really drag down Boost in the later fights.
Water Strike's off the mark, but they've still got it busy here with this 8th Remnant. Sunstrike, though, does find the Sanking. And now Tim's, he wants to go through the man fight within that Wukong's command, but the Spirit Siphon is still going. It just won't matter because the relocate was there from Skem and Jackie. It'll be a 2-for-1. And now you can certainly finish off this mid-tier 1 tower. The glyph is going to be forced, but boom, they'll stick around this time around. It won't be too hard with Jackie. Just get it done. And speaking of the devil, I believe Jackie does. See if they want to pop it. It does seem like they will. 5-man smoke through the mid lane. Ping's already coming out for FBZ on this Viper. With the swap, you should have a very easy setup here onto the Viper, but FBZ going to allow them to. He does get back. You've got to make your way in past that tier 1 tower, but it's a very difficult tower to get past. So Natsumi will try to take it down instead. FBZ does get scouted. Oh boy, they don't go for the swap though on the Burrow Strike. It was wasted, so Jackie will move in. Lelouch, he gets swapped in as well, but he can step out of there. The Sunstrike will still find Xavius in the end. They are just trying to retreat right now, Polaris Esports. They mess up the initiation, and that's going to be enough for them. They don't want to bleed too much up.
Yeah, go for a smoke play before that, though.
They will. I believe it was under vision, however. And there is your tree break. They found Tim's on that Monkey King, but they don't seem to be able to make their way over in that little gap. Instead, they'll swap him in. They'll take him out. The Force is in trouble now. He'll go for deals in the backside. Lelouch, he's got the IO. Skem, no, he's going to die. He'll try to survive as Natsumi. He will just keep rushing onto Jackie and FBZ. They've got them both. Buyback or not from Skem, he was not there in time.
He's just queued up another for some reason, hasn't DQ'd. Still pressuring mid. FBZ, not having the best presence in that Viper. Could cop the gank here.
I mean, he's gonna BKB, but that's about all he's got right now. Yopaj gonna be swamped, but he's got his own BKB. He's gonna take down the Vengeful Spirit. Natsumi has popped the Stone Gaze now, looking to force this fight, but everyone from Boom is just gonna turn the other way. Just not look at the crazy Snake Lady. Perhaps now you can force a better fight here for Boom. Tim's, he's trying to get within range for a stun. Lelouch, maybe the target, and it does land very nicely. Lelouch, what have they tossed up? Has a step charge, and he's going to get it. In fact, now Force jumps back in. FBZ on the Viper is going to melt. And Polaris want more. They'll chase them down, try to hunt somebody else. But Boom, again, very cautious. Do get everyone else out of there. Polaris Esports, they'll accept what they get. They might lose Force though. Rotovatos again out from Tims to hold down the Sanking within the Wukong's command, but he does blink away. Very nice escape there from Force. Sunstrike. Oh, very nice. Shared by Mavis.
Go around. I mean, the Ag's up as well on Lelouch. That silence is just devastating on backline. And Polaris are just doing great now. They're smoked up. They're looking to be aggressive. You might be able to catch someone out here.
Lelouch is in, and he's got Tims. It's just so easy with that Ethereal Blade. The amount of damage Lelouch does. You really can't survive that onslaught if you are a support here on Boom. And Polaris Esports now, John, suddenly 8k ahead, and all this patience and persistence has paid off very nicely.
Yeah, they just built up really well. They snowball off of one fight into that Roche. And now they're in a really good position where to do so. 1k gold ahead, not full item up. But you are feeling a lot stronger with the BKB, with a Scotty, with the swap saves you've got from Xavius, with the aggressive swaps you can get off as well. Like for Boom, they're so reliant on having good vision out with Tims, but they're just not able to maximize it right now.
Great remnant from FD, or rather Lelouch, but follow up. I mean, the high ground is still going to be difficult for either team to try and make. RC Sports, they won't under.
Well, it's just they're just slowly sieging, taking tier 2s, taking objectives where they can. Although
Radiant's middle tower
They've got the
has fallen.
Sand King force. Not a bad kill whatsoever, but now Lelouch jumped in and he'll at least find Tims. Which I think is still a worthwhile trade if you can get Yopaj out of there, and he is indeed out. If you can find a couple more of those, maybe Boom can delay this long enough to make a real comeback happen. Jackie, he's already basically 6-slotted anyway on the gyrocopter.
Oh,
It just
scan.
seems like Natsumi's way too... Oh boy, scan bot lane. Lelouch knows he's in the tree line somewhere, and now with the Shiver's Guard, he's going to be able to scan him out. But Aether Remnant does not connect Yopaj. Still going to be able to jump into that Ghost Walk, and we'll be able to avoid Lelouch too slow. Tims is getting close now. But you've got no choice. You've got to rush in if you want to try and contest this, or it's just gone, and it is. They don't have the time. In fact, Lelouch,
Under attack.
he knows Tims is there somewhere. Still trying to find him. Oh, what an Aether Remnant. Mid-jump, it latches on to Tims on that Monkey King, and they find him.
yeah, it's getting a bit dicey for Boom. I mean, even the fact that Roche gave them a free Ags up on Natsumi. So you've got the Stone Form coming through with a Mystic Snake. It makes it a lot tougher to engage. You've got to really time your BKB use time where you go very well. Jackie's just split pushing, but he might lose Skim in the process.
Yeah, they're going to try and aim down Skim, but the relocate was there immediately. In fact, it was actually the relocate coming back ways. Natsumi now. Going to avoid the EMP and Tornado. Keep in mind, they are without Lelouch at this top lane, but it just doesn't seem like they're afraid. He'll have his TP up in 1 second anyway. And Natsumi just desperately wanting to get this tier 3
Radiant's
tower
top
does
tower
pick it up.
has fallen.
It doesn't seem like they're ready to really try and force the racks, though. Even with the Aegis, they're just maybe lacking a bit of confidence here. Just paying respect here to Boom. Here with a massive net worth advantage, but never mind, Lelouch, he does not mind. We'll try onto Yopaj, and he does get the BKB forced.
Radiant's top barracks
They do get the
has
range
fallen.
racks.
Players clumped up on mid. Boom playing the jungle while they can. They are under vision though. So players are aware, and this could lead them to committing onto that high ground.
Slowly trying to chip away at Natsumi's mana pool. Keep in mind, he's got the Swift Link up now, so even more damage to fly out. Natsumi going up for that high ground, but they've got FBZ. A nice swap in from Mavis onto the Viper. In the meantime, towards the right side, who else were they chasing? No more. Well, Jackie will drop the call down.
Radiant's middle tower
Natsumi has no mana left, but he still has the Aegis, and now Jackie's in trouble. They'll try to heal him up, but he's gone. He'll commit the buyback immediately, but now Tims falls down. They've got to try and win this team fight somehow, otherwise the game is just over. They'll get the Aegis. That's one life. Jackie now popping the BKB. Is it a bit too early? It may just, as they swap him back. Jackie, he's in between a rock and a hard place, and they've got him.
Boy.
No buyback available. This game is over. 4 down without buyback, and Polaris Esports.
Radiant's middle barracks
I mean, it was a
has
very
fallen.
clinical
Radiant's
performance here,
middle
John.
barracks has fallen.
It may have not been flashy, but Polaris, they make no mistakes, and they pull off this game 1 victory
Radiant's
against
middle
Boom.
tower is under attack.
They just get running. They have